Hey folks, I'm Mike, and this week we are talking to Botgrinder. Woo! I've been waiting for this one for a while. He is a super entertaining dude, and the thing that's really amazing is that he makes you think that he doesn't work hard, but in fact, this dude is one hard working person. So right along as he and I chat and listen to how he actually works and hustles on a regular basis. The man has got so many side hustles, it is not even funny. At any rate, I will talk to y'all soon. Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you on the Michael Rollins Show, because once again, I'm very egotistical and I want to name it after myself. Actually, I couldn't think of a better name. I bring to you the one and only Botgrinder.
Hi. Yeah, welcome me. I'm so used to welcoming people on my podcast and my live stream. I'm not used to being welcomed.
Is it weird sitting on the other side of the chair?
It is. I've been interviewed on a couple podcasts, but not in a while, not in like a year. So yeah, it is. Yeah. After doing my podcast and everything for a while, this is nice though. I feel way less pressure to be funny. This is great. All the pressure is on you now to do a good job.
It's on me, man. It's on me. Actually, I just asked a couple questions and let you talk for like an hour. That's the whole deal here.
All right, let's do some flap.
All right, so I want to take you back in time a little bit. I remember seeing you and getting turned on to some of your stuff for the very first time. This is probably early to mid 2017. If I'm not wrong. And it was in the Road to Riot group, and you were like begging Chad Capper to put you onto Road to Riot.
Yeah. I mean, a very emotional post that was like, the only thing keeping me from Road to Riot's my skill. Nah. Is that the one you're referencing?
That was his response was, I love you. I love your personality. I just think you fly like crap.
Yeah.
It was basically his response to you, right?
Yeah,
So
agreed.
how did you go from that post, right? Which, I mean, really, honestly, I mean, Chad worded it very nicely, but it was very blunt.
Yeah.
To actually, like, dude, when I found out that you were going to be part of the official Road to Riot crew, I cheered because I was like, man, he is like, I remember seeing that post and thinking to myself, dude, I would love to do that as well. And I know, at the time, I think we were probably about similar skill levels. And then I've been watching some of your stuff recently, and you've just gotten so much better. And from that time specifically, but also you're just so much better than I am now. So how did you go from that point to being where you are now?
I mean, if you keep plugging away, you got to get good eventually, right? I've been flying like every day for 3 years, and I've been flying like some of the top pros. I've been flying with Cricket and the homies all the time who are out of my skill level. So I feel like you're just rubbing off, you just fly every single day. You watch people in the goggles better than you, fly with them not every single day, but when you get a chance, and eventually you're just going to get better. Like I'm fairly humble. I never am like, oh, I'm fucking good at drones and shit. I never really was, but I've seen the progression. I've seen myself progress to where I am now. And there a lot more of it is confidence too. I just feel so much more confident in my gear, in my abilities, the tricks that I'm like, I'm going to try this trick. Instead of being like, I hope this goes well, I'm like, I know exactly what I have to do to pull this trick off. So it's just doing it over and over and over again, just stick time, just packs and packs and packs. Eventually you'll get better. If you don't, then it's kind of something else going on then.
So I actually noticed that confidence in one of your more recent videos. You were flying the archway with the soldiers on top.
Yeah, I don't know what that's called. It's pretty cool though.
Yeah, and like you're like doing, you're orbiting, doing a few things. It was called like I'm So Ugly or something.
I'm ugly and nobody likes me. Yeah.
I'm ugly and nobody likes me. That's what it was. Which is total clickbait. And I was like, man, why does Botgrinder think nobody likes him? And then I was like, oh, it's just the damn freaking
clickbait.
Yeah, clickbait got me. But at some point during that, you come out of your orbit and you just cruise right around and you like zip through the horse's legs.
Yeah.
And it just looks so. There was not like a moment of pause. There was not like a moment where I could. Like if I was in your brain, see you thinking, okay, I'm going to try to hit that gap now. It just seemed like you just said, okay, just right through it. Like, didn't even
Yeah.
really think too much about it.
Well, I didn't think about doing it when I was like looking at the dude's face. I was like, oh, that's cool looking at the guy's face. And then I
Yeah.
pulled away, and as I started going down, I was like, I bet I could hit that. So
Yeah.
I tried to hit that.
So it's been, God, has it really been 3 years?
Dude, yeah, yeah.
When did you officially start flying?
It was like May of 2017, maybe. I
Okay.
think. I don't know. Like, I look at my Amazon receipts, and when I bought my first ZMR 250 clone with my Fly Sky radio
Right.
and box goggles. What are those? I don't forget what they're called. But that's what I go by when I started. I think it was like May of 2017. Maybe it was 2016. I don't know. It was May of something.
Yeah. And like, how long like when you started flying to the point where you felt like you had gained some level of skill, like how long do you think that took?
Oh, a couple of years, definitely. I
Yeah.
mean, I could like power loop stuff, but my flying was always so sketchy and just erratic because I didn't tune. It was over my head, so I never tuned or did anything, and I didn't know what props I liked. I didn't know what anything I liked or how to really even build clean so you don't get noise, electronic noise and stuff. But now I understand all that, and I know how to tune my quads so they're tighter. And having a well-tuned quad definitely helps you fly a lot better. That's for sure. That, man, tuning my quad, getting some quality gear, like that's when I hit the point where I was like, okay, now I trust my gear, trust my quad. I know what it does. I know my skills and stuff, so I can just work on that instead of working on just staying in the air. Or like I couldn't land forever. I didn't know how to
Yeah.
land, so I just crashed. And then one day I was like, I'm gonna work on landings for a month. So I just went to the park for a month and I fly around, but like, all right, let's land. And then I figured out how to land. So it was like tight. I'll just apply that to other tricks, things I want to learn. Just go out and pack the pack, try it. Eventually you'll get it.
So you actually have put in the practice time
A
to get
lot.
good at these things.
A lot, yeah. I mean, really, when I'm like, I do it every day, like every day that it's not. Well, I guess lately, like for the past 6 months, I've been flying every couple days or like twice a week or something. But in the beginning, I was just so obsessed with it. I didn't want to do anything else. All I wanted to do was fly my drone. And I had like 3 batteries. So I'd go to the park down the street, I'd fly those 3 batteries, come home, charge up, go back out, fly those batteries and stuff. I was, and still am super obsessed. So it was just every single day. Every day I could, I was out there flying and everything. I didn't have to go to a normal job. My job was just doing deliveries around town. So I do a delivery, go fly some drones, go back home, go out, do a delivery, fly drones. I didn't have to work 9 to 5, and wait till I got off work and was
Yeah.
too tired to go fly or anything.
That is, I think what's funny about that is that is almost at odds with the persona that you portray on your videos, which is like this dude that doesn't care and like, just going out there and doing whatever. And it's like, we'll just go try this. And, but it's interesting to hear that you're really putting in serious time in order to get to the level that you're at.
When I first started flying drones, my friends would have like punk shows or parties, and I wouldn't go because I'd go out night flying. They'd be like, "What are you doing?" Like, "I'm gonna go fly my drone." Like, "Why do you want to fly a drone instead of going to this super sweet punk show?" Like, "Well, I want to be a professional sponsored drone pilot." Like, so the first month in, I was telling my friends that like I want to be a professional drone pilot. This is what I want to do for a living and shit. I recognized that there was no punk guy. There was no crazy punk guy like me at all. There's Tom Smith, and like Metal Danny and a few people, but there's nobody like crazy for a tattoo being like, "Yo, I love weed, let's party, bro. What's up?" And I saw nobody was doing that, so I could be the first guy. I could be the first like real punk pilot, And I went after that, and I fucking worked towards it and practiced every day.
So there's actually a whole lot of method behind that madness.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I portray more just like a stumbling drug addict on my YouTube, but in reality, I don't drink until after 9 p.m. because I hate drinking during the day. I don't drink all the time. I don't do drugs. I just smoke reefer, and I work hard when I have my jobs and shit. I work very hard at them.
Yeah.
I'm very, very serious about drones. But when I make my videos, I kind of have this just like, hey, what am I doing? Fucking shit. I feel like it's funnier.
Well, I mean, it absolutely is, and I'll tell you this, like,
It's not real quick. Sorry, it's not too far from real life either. It's not too far from my real personality. It just maybe a little bit exaggerated, but
right. But I feel like it was interesting. In my chat with Drew, one of the things he mentioned that was so important in Rotor Riot Pilot is like work ethic, and it sounds like you've got actually an incredible work ethic. But that does not, just the whole, just having a good time just hanging out on your YouTube channel is totally seems at odds with that. So, but it's really good to hear that.
I mean, every edit, I have like 300 videos. Those are all hours plus. I didn't know how to do this shit when I started, so I had to learn everything. I still have to Google half the stuff that I do when I do little effects. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. So it is a lot of work to look casual, yeah.
Right. Yeah, you're looking casual. So, I mean, just on a given, let's take a typical week. How much do you fly? How much do you shoot? How much do you edit? Like, how much time do you think you're putting into the hobby, quote unquote, which is now your job to a degree?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I mean, it is my job. I have like 5 jobs in the hobby sport. A typical week, man, I'll fly 3 times probably. Typical week. Sometimes I'll fly more, sometimes less. But I usually fly on the weekends with the boys, and then during the week by myself a couple times. Mm-hmm. And I'll definitely, if I'm out flying 3 days, I'll make an edit out of one of those days. I'll probably film every day and then scrap that vlog because I wasn't happy with my flying, or I'll make an edit and not be too happy. Like, I have a ton of unlisted videos on my YouTube that I'm like, I'm not too happy with this one. The horse one, actually, the I'm Ugly Nobody Likes Me, I wasn't going to release that, but I showed my buddy Wombat, and Wombat was like, yo, that's sick, you should just release it. And I was like, I don't know, this flying's not that strong, I'm not really feeling the vibe. And he's like, just do it. So I just did it, and that was one everybody liked. You referenced it and shit, you know? So I was like, all right, cool. But like, my patrons get to see all my unlisted videos, and I'm like, do you guys like this? I don't like this, whatever. But there's, you know, I film at least 1 or 2 vlogs a week, usually scrap one and then put one out, unless I have something specific in mind, like a review video or something I want to talk about. If it's just like, hey, I'm going flying vlog, then I'll maybe make it, maybe I'll scrap it depending on the flying.
Mm-hmm. Now, I don't, you know, for the folks that don't do this at home, it's not like it's not like doing a vlog is actually an exercise in patience, and like, it's not easy.
No, make a cohesive story out of a bunch of random clips. If you don't think about it while you're doing it, you just have a bunch of random shit, and then in editing, you have to try to put that all together in a story that makes sense.
Like, I mean, so like when I first started posting stuff on YouTube, I was like, dude, I'm gonna be a vlogger, right? I'm gonna be an FPV vlogger, and that's what I'm gonna do. And then after a while, I kind of got away from that and started doing the talking head bit, and I'd mix in some flights, and then probably this was past January. I went traveling. I went out to Oakland, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna vlog this few days of travel, and I finally got to the end, and I was like, this is a disaster. Like, this is hard as hell. Like, there was no cohesive story. It was just a bunch of random shots, right? Like, I only had a tiny whoop with me, which was fun because I was staying with a friend, and, you know, his kids were like totally in awe of the tiny whoop.
Yeah.
But like, that was when I realized, I was like, I don't want to be a vlogger. Like, it's actually too hard to be a vlogger, to tell this cohesive story throughout the day. So I appreciate that, like, there's actually a lot of work that goes into the edits that you do. And how many, so you say for every one you show, how many do you think are unlisted?
I mean, not a crazy amount, but I probably have, you know, 25 unlisted fights or vlogs on my YouTube.
Yeah.
That I don't feel are strong enough to really put out, so I'm not going to ever. Unless you're a patron, then you can see them.
So what's the criteria? Why would something not be good enough, or why would something make the cut?
Mainly the flight.
Okay.
Because if I have like a really fire flight, but the vlog surrounding it sucked, then I'll just put out the flight as a flight edit, and I won't even do the vlog. So generally, if I make a vlog and the flying sucks, like Copper Top came to visit, and I got my drone stuck on a roof. But everything I filmed before that wasn't really like that compelling or anything, so I never released that vlog, which I wanted to because it was awesome. Copper Top came to visit me, and I wanted to put him in a thing, but he's just gonna have to wait till next time now because the flying sucked and I crashed on a roof. So it's, you know, maybe the ones I don't put out, the flights I don't put out if it's just a flight only video, and it sucks. The vlogs I don't put out if the vlogging was weak and the flights suck.
Okay. That actually brings me back. So you actually inspired me today, just incidentally.
Oh, sweet. That's what I'm here for. I want to inspire.
So I read this post that Patreon is going to increase their fees. And so anybody who gets in before the end of this week gets the old 5%. Like, Patreon takes a cut of your donations.
Yeah.
And I had just seen your Patreon page. I didn't subscribe. I'm sorry.
You don't have to. Nobody has to.
I know, but I was like, I remember looking at your page, and then I remembered that that post that was talking about the changes in the mechanics, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna actually start up a Patreon page.
Yeah.
So I started one up today, and I've got like $1. There's no perks. It's literally called For the Love. Yeah. And I was like, you know what, if someone wants to just support this, they can. But I think it took seeing that blog post. I think it was on like The Verge, and then seeing your Patreon page, and I was like, I need to go do this right now. So
if you have a dollar tier, if anybody has a dollar tier, I subscribe to dollar tiers no matter what. So let me know. Send me your link. Anybody watching this, you have a Patreon with a dollar tier, send me the link, and I got you. That's what we do. We all support each other. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and $1. Come on, we got a fucking $1. We could do that a month,
Right.
And help somebody out. I love all my dollar subscribers. I have like $1 up to $500. Nobody's done the $500 tier, which is the stalker tier. Did you see that one at all?
I did see that. Yeah, I was looking at that. So what's the one below that?
Was it?
You got some.
The $100 one, or $50 one, I think it is.
I think it's 50, and you've got some supporters on that, don't you?
Yeah, Voltronics has been doing it like since I started it. Big old shout out to Voltronics for that shit. A few people, man. Yeah, it's crazy. They're supposed to get a new shirt whenever they come out, but I actually haven't sent Voltronics his new shirt yet because I'm really bad about mail. I fucking suck at sending out mail.
Right. So how many businesses, are you effectively running right now? Because you've got Patreon, you've got, what other income streams do you have?
I call them side hustles because I get
side hustles do you have?
My salary comes from one spot, and then I have my side hustles, which is the shirts. I did bot tubes for a while. I'm working on branding some like a grinder and stuff coming out, some Botgrinder rolling papers, like some paraphernalia stuff. What else? We said the shirts. I do like stickers. I sell stickers for people that aren't patrons. Get patron only stickers that only they can get, or people in real life. I give them out, but then I do like my regular ones for everybody. We do the podcast and sell ad space. I sell every now and then I'll sell ad space in my live stream. So I take donations on my live stream. I'm like, if a lot of people seem to enjoy drinking beer and me answering their questions. I'm like, if you fuck with
Beers
this,
with Botgrinder,
throw me $1. Yeah, throw me $1 on Beers with Botgrinder, and I'll keep doing it. Like, I enjoy doing it. But when I make $100 at the end of doing it, I'm like, fuck yeah, next Friday's gonna be even better. Like, I get all hyped on it and shit. Like, I feel like people are paying me for entertainment, so I want to make it really good. I like to get prizes and give away prizes all the time and stuff. I got kind of drunk and I gave away 4 motors last live stream, which is cool. And then it was actually to Vic FPV, who was like, I have motors, bro. Vic Landing? There's a
yeah.
He won, and he was like, I got motors, bro. Give it away to somebody else. So next Friday, I'll be giving out more motors if I don't forget.
That's awesome. So, in general, how much of you've got your salaried position, which is with Quadbox, right?
Yep.
All right. And so what do you do for them?
Everything. It's like a 3-person team. We got a warehouse guy and 2 guys doing everything else. I'm one of the other guys. So, just everything. I do a lot of the marketing, promotion. I help with customer support. We find products to put in the box. We get deals from people. I have pretty good relationships with most manufacturers in FPV now, just from being in it for so long and making stuff. Yeah. So I'll hit them up, directly and just be like, hey, you got a product, that is cool. We can get cheap and put in the box and give to people. Like, oh, shoot, I can't say. When's this coming out? Nah, I'm not going to say anything. I'm working on something pretty cool. A pretty cool deal from a pretty well-known, shit like that. Like I know some people, so I talk to them. Like, you want to get rid of a bunch of stuff? Hit me up.
So
hang on, getting rid of a bunch of stuff sounds bad. Do you have a bunch of quality product that we can buy to give our customers? Because we don't sell the old shit. We only have, the stuff we get is only a couple months old, or it's going to be coming out. So I want to make that clear. Michael Anthony's watching this right now, like, God damn it, Botgrinder. No.
Right. So how much? So what percentage of your? We don't have to talk numbers, but you've got your salary. How much does your side hustle? What percentage do you think your side hustle adds to your salary?
Patreon is a huge part. I rely on my Patreon to pay I literally rely on it to pay my bills and shit. Okay. So I don't think I could survive off the salary job alone. a lot of it is the shirts, the live stream donations, the Patreon, the stickers I sell, all that extra stuff is really like how I am able to exist and keep creating videos and stuff.
So, I mean, I think what I keep coming back to is that there's like this hard ass working man behind this great persona that you've got. And I think it's so funny because, like, I remember, we used to, so my kids, I have 2 sons and a daughter, and both my boys fly, and so they're 11 and 13. And actually, the middle one is going to be 12 in August, and we may go down to Orlando to hit Harry Potter World. But I've already talked to Drew to say, hey, maybe we'll slide by the Red Riot office and come.
Oh, you have to. You got it.
Yeah.
If you're there, you got it.
I think he's not going to see this and he won't know about it, but it definitely is something I'm looking forward to.
Hell yeah.
Because I want to geek out as well. Because I want to be a fanboy.
Red Riot headquarters is Disneyland for FPV nerds.
Oh man, absolutely! Like
some have said Neverland, but it's Disneyland. Shit.
So what is sell me on being subscribed to the Botgrinder Patreon.
Oh fuck! You don't get shit. You get to watch my videos before. It depends. That's why there's the $1 tier, because I'm really bad at sending shit out. But if you subscribe, you get to watch my videos like a day before they come out and shit, and then you can write first or whatever, or plug your stuff, whatever. But then $10, you can Skype me once a month. In the 2 years I've been doing it, nobody has Skyped me. I'm like, we can talk quads. I'll help you fix your shit. We can have your relationship problems. Let's fucking talk. Like, you just want to get drunk for an hour. Let's do that. Nobody has Skyped me. I'm like, I would totally do that. If I was paying somebody $10 a month, I'd be like, get a 6-pack. Let's fucking hang out on Friday or some shit. You know what I mean? And then the $20 one, you get stickers every month, but you don't get stickers every month. You get stickers every 3 months because I'm really bad about it. I actually mean to do something about that and be like, it's hard for me to go to the post office and mail a bunch of things all the time. Right. So sorry, but I try to make up for it by sending people a lot of shit when I do. I don't know. I might work on that. I might not. We'll see. But if I offer something, I want to send it to somebody. You know what I mean? Sometimes it takes longer than it does. That's why I'm like, I should just take it down, like the you get stickers thing. But you do get stickers just every 3 months.
I suppose every month, yeah. Now, do you design the stickers yourself or? Yeah,
unless in my head. And then I usually hit up Zorro or somebody who's good at art.
Okay.
Zorro's pretty good about me being like, yeah? And he's like, yeah. And then he does it. Like, he can see if I'm just, mumble some random shit with what I want. And he's like, I know what you want. And, I'm like my Christmas sweater. I made a Botgrinder Christmas sweater. And it was some skulls and props and some shit, but a Christmas sweater, my logo. And he's like, I got you. And then that's all I told him. And then he sent it back to me, and it was perfect. It was exactly what I had. The way they all, lined up on the sweater and everything. It was the best. Zorro's
the Zorro interview will come out before yours does.
Sweet, I want to watch that.
And he was.
Did he say anything about me?
Oh yeah, dude. I think the guy loves you, legitimately.
I love him too. Zorro's the fucking best. We are he's the Greek version of me.
Yeah, no,
so similar.
The way I would describe it is that you may live on opposite coasts, but you share at least half a brain.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just the similarities in talking to him and talking to you. You don't sound alike, you don't talk alike, you have different skills, but there's this commonality that kind of moves through both of you. That's hysterical.
His videos too, man. I watch a lot of FPV videos. I watch everybody's fucking video, but his videos, I make sure I'm not doing anything or distracted. I'm like, it's time to watch Zorro's new video, and I chill. Other videos I'll be doing other stuff or whatever, not paying a lot of attention. But his, I want to soak in every little bit because he has so much cool stuff going on.
I watched the one that was the troll after someone posted his phone number, or he posted his phone number on a video.
I posted his phone number on a video, but it was the call-in. But it was the call-in line, not his actual phone. No, when he was calling people back that called this thing.
Yeah, he was calling people back and trolling them. God, I was dying. I was rolling so hard on that.
It was so fucking funny.
So there you have it. Botgrinder himself actually is a hustler. And that is good for a lot of people to know, because you wouldn't know it from watching his videos. You think the dude just sits around smoking weed all day. But in fact, this dude has got a huge amount of hustle in him. Now, I've got some exciting stuff for the next one. The next one, we get to find out how Botgrinder spent 15 years on the road. Not living in a house, actually on the road. At any rate, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.